guys, CONAN here. I noticed something the other day when I was checking the oil, and I'll show you what I was talking about. See how far it is up the stick? It's that little hole there, right there. Clean it off a bit. That's supposed to be the full mark. So like I was saying the other day, it is climbing up the stick. So we gotta get to the bottom of that. I don't think it's diesel. I think it's water. So we're gonna drain a little bit out the bottom because water is heavier than oil. So it should be in the bottom. We'll drain out about a little bit over a gallon. And then we'll stick it again. See how it looks. Wearing my bandana as a headband today. So when I get onto the truck, I won't have to it'll help keep my hair out of the dirt and out of my eyes. Okay, let's see if you guys can come along with me underneath there. We'll see what we're doing. Get down and dirty here. And, ooh, phone might go off there. Well, we'll try it. It might be alright. Just let me check it real quick if I can get down that low. All I'm seeing is reflections. I'll tilt it a little bit more. Take a chance on that. Did you get the idea? So shortly, I'll explain the meaning of the title on the video and living entities. And I'll explain that to you after we get done. I'm just putting a couple of bricks down because I've only got a small pan here. Because we're only going to drain out just a little bit. And that gets it up to the right spot. So I need to move the truck around a bit tomorrow. Not too much. I just want to get her in the shade for afternoon work, you know. I gotta make sure Get in the right spot here. I don't want to make a mess, you know what I mean? She's tightening up on me again. Give it a little bit more. Because if you've got oil or whatever it is that far up the stick, it still feels like it's coming out pretty tight. And fluid that far up the stick will put extra pressure on stuff. It's still pretty tight. Oh, there it goes. It's better. Must be that made that way so it doesn't fall out going down the highway. All right. Hopefully I can just get it going out nice and... look at that, guys. Pure water. Oh my gosh. So we'll let it run down until we see oil. So what's happening is because the water's heavier and I've left it sitting for a few days, all that water has gone to the bottom. I wonder if I can let that go. I don't want it to pop out of there and just blast everywhere, you know what I mean? Let's try that. But look at that, guys. Pure water. So once we start seeing oil, now what I'm thinking is the water's getting in there only when the truck's running, not when the truck's sitting. So it's going pretty slow. It's interesting, but not that interesting, huh? Oof, it's getting loose. Don't want it to come out. Well, I think we should be patient with it, guys, and just let it... That's not bad. We'll let it do its thing. Because we don't want that plug to come out and just blast oil everywhere. Shouldn't take too long. We should only need about, I don't know, maybe a gallon, maybe gallon and a quarter, maybe. And then we should be good. So this is why I don't run coolant in my old stuff, because the coolant will ruin the bearings and stuff. And supposedly the water won't. That's the theory anyway. It's worked before. And then with another truck, I actually got coolant, real coolant, down in my crankcase. But luckily I hadn't started it. And I drained all the oil out. And that saved it. She's good. Yeah, it's just amazing, guys. So if I drain this down to where we start to get real oil, then when I start it tomorrow, which will only be for a short time, the water will get back in the crankcase, but I'll make it quick, like 10-15 minutes max. And then I'll come up with a plan to investigate this once I get the cab up and start cleaning the engine down. I can't wait to get the engine clean. It's just so nasty looking. She really deserves a good cleanup. And let's see if we can move it along a touch, because I don't want you guys thinking, well, how long is this going to take? I don't want to run it down my arm either. Oh, plug almost came out. Uh-oh. There we go. That was close. See how I have my glove rolled up there? So what happens? So you do that like that. If you have any fluid running down your glove, it'll go down into that fold like what just happened. See, and then the water just came back out. See what I'm saying? Alright, well, we gotta be patient, guys. We can't rush this. Sometimes you just gotta be patient. I hope I got you at the right angle. Maybe there, huh? No real oil yet. We're looking to strike oil. I wish you guys could talk. I could go do something else and you guys could just say, hey, we got oil. And then I can just come back. Now, I'm not stressing this situation because, like the title says, when I explain that to you, you'll understand why I'm not stressing this. I can't afford a major engine repair right now, though, that's for damn sure. But by the way, I forgot to tell you guys, the transmission on Thunder Truck 3 was full of water as well. And water and automatic transmission fluid aren't good. So I had to drain all that out. And that one just happened from being in storage for so long, 8 winters worth. And the dipstick on that was slightly off center. So it had 8 winters to gradually fill up. So now I need a few $100 worth of automatic transmission fluid. Gosh, I don't know, guys. I mean, there can't be that much water in there. Maybe a gallon and a half at the most, maybe? I could switch around the other direction and get the bolt on my right hand. I'd like to move it along just a little bit quicker. Mostly for you guys. I mean, I can lay here for an hour and just do the thing, but I don't want you guys. Oh, that's a lot of water, ain't it? All right, well, don't panic. It's all water. I think we're starting to see oil. It's watery oil, but it's oil. See that? All right. So we're on the right track. All right, so I'll have an opportunity to move the truck into the shade. So basically just one move, get it in the shade so I can work on it. Oh, that's not looking good, is it, guys? That's not looking good at all. Let's see if we can get it a little bit blacker, and then we'll call it a done deal. This is still a mix of water. You see, it's coming a little bit darker. All right, let's call that a done deal, and then we'll go and dipstick it. Gosh. Alright, just tightening up there. What did I do with my rag? Alright. So we'll put that there. Top of the bricks. Ah. You're right there, guys. Just getting these gloves off. It looks like you stayed on. Let's get you back over here on the ladder. Can't get you to balance this time. That may be right there. Alright, hang tight now and we'll check the oil. gone down almost to the hole. Double dip it. Yeah, we're almost there. But you can see it's all the nasty stuff is in the bottom. But I could still drain maybe, I'd say another, maybe half gallon. So I'll do that. Not during this video, I'll do that. And then I'll report back to you guys how that's come along. But I'll show you what I've done with the wheel situation. Okay, let's go over here and show you the wheels. I got the wheels in the positions that I wanted now. Well, actually, I didn't get it all the way like I was saying in the video, and that's what part of the, like when I'm saying living entities, this is what I meant. I'm one of those guys that believes that vehicles, motorcycles, trucks, cars, are living entities. And when I was moving these wheels around yesterday and the day before, something happened that proved that to me. And it was going along. Everything was moving along pretty good until I got to this wheel right here. Okay? This wheel, like I was saying in the original video, was going to match up with one of these right here. I wasn't sure which one yet. But anyway, I got them all off. And I got to that wheel there. And that wheel would not budge. I mean, for nothing. That wheel just, it was way off the ground. There was nothing holding it. This wheel was already off. The metal ring in the middle was off. And it just would not budge. And I was thinking, well, what the heck is this, man? I tried prying and all kinds of stuff, and I even got up on the frame there and put the boot in behind there to try and work it loose. Would not budge. Didn't even move a hair. And then finally I stepped back. I got off the frame and I looked at the truck and I said, "You're trying to tell me something, aren't you?" And sure enough, I looked at it closer. And what I was trying to do is, the main thing you want to do when matching up duals is you want the tire height to be almost the same, as close to the same as possible. So I looked at it and I thought, well, maybe I should try this wheel, which was over there, with this one. And sure enough, They matched up perfectly. You see the height there? You see how they're pretty much the same height? So they matched up perfectly, which left these two matching up perfectly. So even though they're all mixed match tires, they all matched up perfectly in height, including those two over there on the far corner. So that's what I'm talking about with living entities. You know how everything is made of atoms and energy, and it's all just different atoms and different sequences and all that kind of stuff that make a thing, including you and me. So I think I think it comes down to positive and negative energy. If you're putting out positive energy, and it's hard to explain what I'm trying to say, really. But if you've been associated for quite a while with the same vehicle, then I think they can feel your energy. Just like I said, it's all energy and atoms. I mean, I've had some of my vehicles do things and keep running before in different circumstances when they shouldn't have been running at all. And then at some times they've gotten me out of very, very serious and dangerous situations. So I think that's a real thing, and I think that's what I'm explaining by living entities. All right, guys, I'll finish up on that. I might drain a little bit more of that oil, get another pan and drain a little bit more, and then I'll report back on that. Have a good day.